Okay, so what kind of situation do we currently have on AUD CAD? Now, if we start our analysis from the monthly time frame of this pair, what we can see is that clearly the market has created this bearish W formation. The market created an impulse, correction, lower low, and then a very strong and overextended leg to the upside that created a higher high. After this, what you expect? You expect the market to make a retracement to the neckline before we can continue higher. What we can also notice is that currently the market is at a strong monthly resistance area. In fact, last time that the market went here before starting this impulse to the downside was exactly here. So we have a level of previous support here, which is now turned resistance. And from here, we expect the market to start the move to the downside and complete the pattern at the neckline. So overall, we have our downside target in mind, keeping in mind also that this monthly candle here will probably not be the one that creates the retracement. So we actually need this monthly candle here to close at this level before we can start the move to the downside with the next candles. So still 6 days to go before we can expect the next monthly candle to start the move to the downside. Let's go on the weekly and see what kind of situation we have from a weekly perspective. Now, on the weekly, we can confirm that this is a pretty strong area acting as resistance here, again resistance here, again resistance here. All this resistance is now turned support at this area. And if the market will confirm, for example, a double top, we can definitely expect the market to go and test that zone. Let's go down on the daily and see what kind of situation we have on the daily time frame. Now, on the daily, we can just identify our target. Let's put a horizontal array, delete the box, and keep the chart clean. We have our downside target from the monthly time frame, but on the daily, we must notice that we have a perfect impulse with a nice correction or consolidation. And after this, we can definitely expect the continuation to the upside. So how are we supposed to be approaching this kind of situation? Before I will show you how we can be approaching this and how we will be approaching this with students, let's go and see what we have from a COT perspective on the AUD and what we have from a COT perspective on the CAD. Let's start from the AUD. So on the AUD, what we can see is that currently we're sitting with minus 6K net positions. So from the very negative minus 51K that we had here, we're now sitting at minus 6K. So which is a clear and big shift to a strong AUD. In fact, with the last report, we have seen 28K shorts closed and more longs added, and they've been adding longs for quite some time. In fact, currently we're sitting with 31K from the 21K that we had here with 38K shorts, so a huge decrease in the shorts. If we go and see what we have from a CAD perspective, we can see that CAD in the long term has been getting very weak. We went from having more longs than shorts from an institutional perspective on it to having more shorts than longs with a 36% short exposure. However, in the shorter term, we can see a shift from minus 35K to minus 25K. So the CAD getting a little bit stronger, which is good for our overall view from higher time frames on AUD CAD. But how are we supposed to be approaching this? Now, first of all, we know that AUD is very strong. So looking for a short from here is absolutely not something smart to do. Plus, on the 4-hour time frame, everything is bullish. Okay, the market is just pushing to the upside, breaking all structures. So the market is absolutely not ready for the move to the downside. We need way more development. For example, what could definitely be a nice thing is to see the market make a move to the upside, complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside, and hunt all the stop losses that are above this high of the people shorting. At that point, if the market will confirm that that was just a fake breakout and break back to the downside, here we have extremely strong resistance because this level was resistance here, fake breakout to the upside, again resistance at this area, and on the retracement back to the area for the completion of the head and shoulders. Here is where the best probabilities and best risk to reward will come into place, and that is definitely where we will be monitoring price action with students on the 4-hour time frame, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. Because always remember, monthly, weekly, and daily are for direction. The 4 hours is the best time frame for entry, but you always have to be reactive and not predictive. Trading is reactive, not predictive. We don't know if the market will create this move to the upside, but if the market will do it, then we will definitely be ready on the retest of structure, and we will add AUD CAD on watch list, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries for the move to the downside. On the other side, if from here the market will just melt to the downside, I will update you on what is the situation that we will be monitoring with students. But at the moment, we don't have AUD CAD on watch list because still we don't have good probabilities for the move to the downside. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you, and I will see you in the next video.